Hey everyone, I have my guy Aiden here, and he was able to get some great success with Dream 100. Aiden, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it, man.
Of course, thanks for teaching me the Dream 100.
Brilliant, awesome. Okay, so I think just right off rip. So, what was your situation before doing Dream 100? Just where you've currently been at, etc. In general.
So it's been a long, long journey up into the point of Dream 100. I started off my like internet marketing agency journey like 3 years ago, and I had tried literally everything under the sun. I bought Daniel Fazio's Cold Email Wizard back in like 2022. Spent like 2 grand trying to set up cold email by myself, and got a whopping zero results. Then I tried Cardinal Mason's like DMs. Like I bought his $4,000 inner circle course. DM'd like probably 1,000 people across Instagram and LinkedIn and X. Again, got whopping zero results. Then we pivoted again to like reaching out and to local business owners and like sending them letters, emailing them, going in store, cold calling them, zero results. And I realized after the Dream 100 work that Dan taught, it's because I had zero testimonials. Like I did this in my W-2, but no actual like proof that I could do this in an agency setting or without like a supporting team or company behind me.
I see. Okay, so that sounds pretty rough. And
Yeah, it was. It was.
yeah, okay. And then obviously you implemented Dream 100 strategy. So how has that been? Just like for you, how has it changed your business, etc.?
Well, I can say there are different calibers of Dream 100, and the way that I was initially taught it before Dan put his spin on it, especially like the Gamma Docs and the Super Looms, was I was literally just blasting out VSL scripts to as many people as I could. And I think I remember talking to him when he first started coaching on this. Um, I had a couple questions about Dream 100, and he's like, "Look, dude, you're thinking about this completely wrong. This is how you want to go about it." And I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then I actually showed up to his coaching calls. He showed me, okay, this is what I do. This is the purpose behind what we do and why we do it. And I remember the product changed drastically. So did the inputs, so did the outputs, and the results as well. So when I was blasting out those VSL scripts, I think I blasted at like 200 and got, again, zero responses. And I was hitting omni-channel, like Facebook, LinkedIn, email, cold calling these guys. No one was picking up. And as soon as I switched over to the Gamma Doc, I started getting way better results. And then obviously the Super Looms were still 100% connection rate. Absolutely crush.
Perfect. Okay, so on the note of the super loom, how has that worked for you? How have you gone about just implementing that? What was the process like for you?
So my first ever thought of the Super Loom was, oh, okay, this looks kind of cool. This looks kind of fun. It might be something I test out, but how effective is it really over just like a regular Gamma Doc or a regular D100? I had to go to Chicago anyways, and one of my clients I wanted to work with was in Chicago. I was like, okay, well, I might as well. I'll just film something while I'm there, throw it together in Premiere for 20-30 minutes. Which, by the way, it takes way more work than 20-30 minutes. If you have Dan do it, yeah, he'll handle that. But I went there, filmed for an entire day, came back, reviewed all the footage, put it all together in Premiere. I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty fun shooting it. It was fun writing it, producing it. But I sent the video over to this syndication firm. I have zero social proof ever working with raising capital, working with syndication firms, but everything in the video pointed towards, okay, I know what I'm doing. I put together this entire funnel for them. They opened that video same day, and I had a calendar booked for the next day at 7 a.m. Like they were that excited to meet. They're like, we got to get something on the calendar ASAP. So yeah, it's just levels above what anyone has seen. And that's what the differentiator is in the market today, especially with how attention starved everyone is. Traditional outreach methods, especially in sophisticated markets, just don't work anymore compared to this strategy.
Awesome, thank you. That's music to my ears. And in terms of like reservations, because I think it's natural to have some reservation when doing new stuff. Like, what doubts or hesitations do you have, if any at all? Like, candidly.
the amount of effort it takes to actually produce a good super loom. Like obviously, the first one I saw, you flew to freaking Lebanon. I was like, that might bankrupt my entire company if I take a round trip flight to Lebanon and stay there for a week. But it's really as simple as just putting in effort, and making it cinematic to watch. Like I think your one to Lebanon was 10-ish minutes long. My one to Chicago was only 6 minutes. It took a day to film with one of my buddies, and then I'm pretty inexperienced in editing, but it probably took me like 2 hours and some YouTube videos on how to make title cards. Yeah, it's people. I think when they see like your flight to Lebanon, or I jumped in the Chicago River, those are extreme ends. You can make a good super loom as long as it's custom to the prospect and fun to watch. I think that's the big part, is the fun to watch.
I see. Just how was, of course, like you booked the meeting. What was it like speaking to them? What was the process when you actually sent to them? Because a lot of people, they'll have the Dream 100, they'll have the super loom, but what was it like sending it to them, their reaction, just etc.?
Sending it to them, I sent it to 3 of the board members of the company, and 2 of them actually threw it in spam, because all these corporate trainings, it's like random person sends you a link, spam. Don't click on it. Which is why I think you told me, hey, build up your LinkedIn, start DMing on LinkedIn. But one of them clicked it, and they were like, holy shit, guys, check this out. Like, pull it out of spam. This is not spam. And I think Gamma is becoming more mainstream stuff now. So if you send a Gamma doc, people know what it is. But then, so I got the notification that my Gamma had been viewed. And then I got the notification that the Loom video of the Super Loom had been viewed. And then about 15 minutes later, I got a notification that like I had 15 views on the Loom video. So I'm like, well, everyone on the team watched it twice. And then that's when the email came in from all 3 partners, pretty much within 15 minutes, saying, holy shit, best thing I've ever seen. Like, you did not disappoint from your messaging. Call's already booked. Looking forward to speaking tomorrow as soon as possible. And then on the call, so it didn't work out because I didn't do enough research on them, and they don't raise money through accredited investors like what I pitched them. So my services didn't make sense for them. But it was like speaking to a referral. Like, it was not, there was no selling. They're like, if we needed accredited investors, you would have had a signed contract and a PIF right now. Like, as soon as we open a Schedule C fund, we're going to hit you up. Just basically name your price.
I didn't even know that. Wow. That's incredible. Okay.
Yeah, the amount of warming up is insane.
Brilliant. And then how are you going to take this strategy moving forward? Are you going to attack more aggressively? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it's I think of it like the 50 caliber in my back pocket. Like, if there's, and I think that's the way you look at it too right now, is, okay, this prospect I really want to work with. Like, do you know the personal brand launch girl, Ava? So like, I'm going to super loom her. I just can't figure out how yet, because she does not run any paid ads. But it's people like that already have the good offer. They just be a good client, right? They're rich, already have a good offer, have a good team, have good ops, have good results. And I don't think it's like a mass produce. It's like, okay, maybe I have a list of 20 people, and if I sign all 20 of these people, I will get to 1 million ARR, or I'll get to 1 million MRR. And so I'm going to spend all of my time making 20 super looms, because I'll probably close 18 of them. And, that's just an absolute rocket once you have the capacity and the team to help you fulfill on that.
Brilliant. Yeah. Also, I'll just give you the blueprint, because I've done so many. I'll just give you one of mine, by the way. I'll just send you all of mine. That's no problem at all. And I think last but certainly not least is, what would you say to someone that's on the fence about this, or someone that's tried other strategies? There's obviously no offense to other strategies that people are doing, etc., other courses, but what would you say to someone that's like, I don't know if this can work for me, etc.?
There's a reason they're watching this testimonial video, and it's because whatever they're doing has either hit like a stone wall, or they're not assigning the type of clients that they want to from it. And this is like, super looms are literally brand new. Like, Dan came up with this shit. So like, you have not tried anything like this, and I was skeptical too. The amount of warming up a prospect and educating them on what you do and capturing their attention and getting them to do research on you is unparalleled. I mean, I run paid ads and funnels, so we have literally multi-step, complicated back-end selling systems that do not do as much as a 6-minute super loom can do. And I think that's the power of this strategy. And it's just how custom and bespoke it is to every prospect. You're not going to find that anywhere else, even in the, like, with automation at where it is today.
Well, couldn't have said it better myself, could I? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I think it's so good to see someone get crazy results with it, because people have said to me in the past, oh, it only works because of you do content and it's a video, it works video. And I say, it doesn't matter. It's so novel and it's so crazy that people are like, you're literally like giving them Netflix. Like, you're giving them Netflix and saying, I made this for you. And what else is excellent is that you're in a very corporate, you attacked corporate syndication, white button up suit people. So it doesn't get more corporate.
They still responded to it perfectly.
Yeah, you've actually had one of the best ones I've ever heard. Like, I've sent people super looms and still had to go back and forth and then book the call. The fact that you sent it and then immediately booked the call is...
I got the notification that a call had been booked on my Calendly before I got a response from them to the email. They watched the video, booked the call, and then responded to the email.
You've got to do more of them. You've got to do more of them. Got to.
That's the goal. It's like, right now I'm doing the gamma docs, but like, I've realized the amount of effort it takes to send 100 gamma docs and film 100 desk looms. Maybe I'll close 5% of those. That same effort could be applied to 5 super looms, and I'll close 5% of those. The lead quality, though, from those 5 super looms is going to be leagues better than the 5 that I closed with the gamma docs.
Yeah,
not to mention dealing with all the fucking no's and rejections from the gamma docs.
Gamma docs. And with the super looms, you basically can close whoever you, as long as they need your service, basically whoever you want, really.
Yeah. You're competing against people that send them a cold email. So it's not even a competition.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I think that's pretty much everything. I appreciate this so much. And you're going to crush it. And the strategy's unparalleled. Thank you so much, Aiden. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.